Hello everybody, it's Fufu here, and today we are going to be looking into Photon Geyser again, which is Necrozma's signature move. So Photon Geyser is a powerful psychic type move, and it actually turns into a physical or a special attack depending on whether Necrozma's physical or special attack is higher. So that means that it will go off Necrozma's highest stat and it will cause that kind of damage to the target also. So it's pretty cool. And what I'm going to be looking into today is whether it counts abilities. So my Necrozma has a much higher special attack than a physical attack, which is normal for a Necrozma. And I will show you that by going for a Photon Geyser on my Blissey. Now at the same time, my Medicham is just there because I want to skill swap pure power onto my Necrozma. So first off, I need to skill swap my Medicham, and my little rat dude here is just going to focus energy, minding his own business. So here we're going to see that Photon Geyser is not going to do much damage to Blissey. Blissey is a special wall. Photon Geyser will be dealing special damage because my Necrozma is a special attacker, so it shouldn't be doing too much damage there. You can see it's not doing too much. It did, what, 75 damage? That's not much at all. So we've skill swapped there, and we've got pure power over to my Blissey. My Blissey is now hench. It's going to deal some massive damage with any physical attacks it does, but it doesn't have any physical attacks, which is probably quite normal for a Blissey. This next turn, what we're going to be doing is just going for, I guess, let's go for a Photon Geyser into my rat so that I don't deal any damage, and I'm going to go for another bulk up while Medicham minds its own business. On the near side, we're going to skill swap pure power over to my Necrozma and just go for another focus energy for no reason. I wanted to have this set up so that you could see Blissey's health. Now you can see that the previous attack did 75 damage. The next Photon Geyser we will have to see how much damage it does to my Blissey, because if it does a lot more, then that means it's taking its physical attack stat, because the pure power is doubling its physical attack, and therefore Photon Geyser should go off its attack stat rather than its special attack. But if Photon Geyser completely ignores abilities, then the damage will be similar to the previous turn, which was 75. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be a really interesting one. It should do a ton more damage to Blissey because Blissey is much weaker on the on the physical defense. And I guess we can just go for a mimic. It doesn't really matter. So let's see how much damage Photon Geyser does now. If it's a physical damage now, it will do tons more than 75. But if it's still special, then that would be sad, because Photon Geyser ignores abilities, and that would not be a good thing. We want it to count the pure power. So does it count the pure power? Oh, no, it does not. No, it does not. Both times did 75 damage there. So it looks like pure Photon Geyser, it completely ignores abilities. So that's a really cool thing to take into account. I don't think Showdown is actually, Pokemon Showdown, a really cool Pokemon simulator if you don't know it. It's online and it's really good for team building and stuff, and you can battle other people online. Anyway, that's programmed, and I don't think it has this mechanic correct. I think it actually does count the pure power on there when it shouldn't. So pure power is ignored by Photon Geyser. Photon Geyser only takes the stat itself. So if you boost the stat, then it will be doing physical damage. I can show you that right now. It was done in a previous video of mine. So if I go for a Sword Dance, my attack stat will become higher, and then it will do a ton of damage because it will then probably take into account the pure power as well. So let's just go for a Photon Geyser. It won't do any damage. So you'll see now, if I go for a Sword Dance and then a Photon Geyser, it will just knock out my Blissey easy peasy because it's coming off a huge attack stat with pure power and Sword Dance. But the Photon Geyser initially was not taking into account the pure power, so it was still a special move and it did no damage to Blissey. So look at Blissey using Photon Geyser. Oh lord, that was so silly. My Blissey knows Mimic from a Gen 3 tutor, and it's just kind of fun to see it use silly moves. But anyway, let's go for this Photon Geyser now, take out this Blissey, and that can be the end of the video. If you've got any experiments that you want me to do in future videos, then please get in the comment section and suggest them to me, because I always like hearing your amazing ideas. This was suggested to me in my comment sections, and I think it's a really cool one to do. So let's see this Photon Geyser from my Necrozma just doing insane amounts of damage to Blissey. Its HP stat will just drop here if you watch it. Let's see. just punching that energy ball into it, and yeah, Blissey stood no chance there. So that was really interesting. It kind of upset that Photon Geyser ignores abilities, but it's still a really cool move. And that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching. I've been foofootoo, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.